Hi, hello guys. I'm here today with a new tag, and this was a little too zoomed in. So today I'm bringing you guys the intimidating TBR tag, and I will leave the creator linked below, but I just felt like I had time to film, and I came across this tag and I decided I was gonna do it. So I have to do it in 13 minutes because that's how much space is on my SD card right now. No, I guess I'll film it tomorrow. So the first question is, what book have you been unable to finish? Okay, 1 second. I've talked about this book in like 3 different things so far, and that's Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rosh. I started it in February. Still haven't finished it yet. I just don't like it so far. So I'm making it my priority to finish it in the last week of April though. So I will be getting to this like now. The second question is the book I haven't read yet because I just haven't had time. The Great Hunt by Robert Jordan. This is the next book in the Wheel of Time series. As you can see, this is a big old chunk, and I'm trying to read as many books as possible this year because I have a very intimidating TBR pile, as the title says. And I really want to get to this, but I have not really had time to sit down and read a giant tome that is like 800, 900 pages. It's 700 pages. I could have sworn the first book was 800, but this one looks bigger than that one, so maybe I'm just confused. A book I haven't read because it is a sequel. That is number 3. Okay, I got this one. My bookshelf is a mess now, but Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor. I absolutely adored Daughter of Smoke and Bone, so I mostly haven't gotten to this one yet because I don't want it to end. And I know there's a third book, but I'm just scared to continue on because I loved it so much and I just want it to all be 5 stars. A book I haven't read yet because it's brand new. I'm gonna say The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. This is probably one of my most anticipated new releases right now. And for one, it's $20 and I just don't usually spend that much on one book. And for two, it is also very large and like 100 pages. But that is probably the newest book that I have not read yet. And it's because for one, I'm broke, and for two, it literally just came out. Number 5, a book that is by an author that I didn't like. Okay, I know this one. I'm grabbing from my April TBR here because I'm actually going to read it. But that is The Breakdown by B.A. Paris. I've not liked her books so far, but this is the 3rd one of hers that I have not read yet. So I'm gonna give it a try in April, and so I am getting to this one finally. But that's why I haven't read it yet, because I know that this author is so popular and I just don't want to write her off yet. Number 6 is I haven't read this book because I'm just not in the mood for it. Oh boy. This one's hard. I'm gonna put this one back real quick and pick one. So this prompt is a little trickier, but I finally picked one, and I'm going with Scythe by Neil Shusterman because I am absolutely looking forward to this book. But I'm just not in the mood for something like this right now. I'm not in the mood for death and high stakes and dystopian. I'm definitely more in a thriller and just pure fantasy mood right now. So even though this is technically fantasy, I'm not really into the dystopian mood. So I have not picked this one up, even though I am very excited to get to it. I need to be in a more mood for it. So that's why I haven't picked it up. Number 7 is a book I haven't read yet because it is just humongous. I have a couple for this, but I know what I'm gonna pick. My Wheel of Time books just fell. I'm so glad that I'm getting a new setup for the shelf soon because it's just books stacked upon each other, and that doesn't work very well, let me tell ya. So the book I'm going with, because I'm pretty sure it's bigger than the other one, is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. This one is giant. This is 1,200 pages. And I have read The Stand, and that one is also like 1,200 pages. But I'm just very intimidated by this. And it is the highest book that I have that's rated on Goodreads. So I have such high expectations, plus the fact that it is this big. So I haven't picked it up yet. Even though I'm really, really excited to see all the hype. That book is bent, so I have to fix that before I get down to the next question. I probably should have just said the question so I could pick it up, but number 8 is a book I haven't read yet because it was a cover buy and I haven't seen good ratings. I honestly don't know if I have one of these. This is a more recent book that I just bought. And this is half cover by half. I thought it had good reviews before I bought it. And that is The Rules of Magic by Alice Hoffman. I have liked the one book by Alice Hoffman I've read, and this was $1, so I picked it up. This is a beautiful, beautiful cover. However, this is actually not that highly rated on Goodreads, so I'm a little nervous now to pick it up, even though the premise sounds good. I mean, I personally think that I'll probably like it because I like Alice Hoffman's writing style. Unless the plot is like completely crap, then I still have high hopes, but yeah. It doesn't really have good reviews, so I'm a little nervous to read it now, even though this cover is gorgeous. Alright, and then number 9, what is the most intimidating book on my TBR pile? Am I allowed to double this up? Because Way of Kings is still pretty intimidating. You know, no, I have one that's even more intimidating, I think. This one also isn't super, like, old on my TBR, but it's old. Like, the book itself is old. So that scares me. And if you've seen this already if you watched my book haul, but it is People of the Wolf by the Gears, the Gear couple or Gear siblings. And I told you guys that I picked this up because Native Americans, that was kind of cool, and there's a wolf on the cover, and I thought the art was like old but good. But when it comes to old books, I get a little scared. Because I have no idea what this is about. I have no idea when it was written because I didn't look. And if it's like a classic, I'm not gonna like it, I think. And yeah, this is just not something I normally would have picked up, but I said I'll give it a try. So because of that, this is probably the most intimidating, I keep saying intimidating book, because I literally have no idea what it's about, and it's old, and it looks, I'm judging it by its cover, but it looks like it's gonna be trash. So now I'm afraid to pick it up because it could be bad, and it could be like old-timey writing, and I'm not into that. I'm just not a classic reader. Sorry in advance. I've tried reading Pride and Prejudice, and I just could not. I might try again in the future, but for now I'm not going to. So yeah, this one's probably tied for most intimidating with Way of Kings. Because that one's just intimidating because, for one, it has very high expectations and it's giant. So I mean, I just didn't want to double up. But that one's tied for intimidation. So there you have it, folks. That is some of the books on my TBR that are most intimidating to me. And the last question is to tag somebody. And of course I'm going to tag Felicia over at Page Dweller because she's my best booktube buddy. And also, if you've already done this or you just want to do it, go ahead and also link me your videos below so I can watch them because I would love to see them. Thank you guys so much for watching yet again. Make sure to give this a thumbs up and to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. And until I post again, I will see you guys then. Bye!